Hey there, welcome back. Ibnasu declared a new prophet, Ethog. Terribly disappointing. We have 4 battles though, let's see. This one's Centania. There are some Mushus here, in addition to some junk. I assume we're going to do some Mind Blast. No? Here they come. They're hitting the Mushus. Some of the infantry. The Mushus mostly get ignored. But they're chasing the cavalry. This one gets dementia, I think. Yeah. But they didn't really have much of an impact. One has now been petrified. Are you guys mages? Priests. Oh, that's the prophet. Nice. Remembering too late to wear pants, the prophet. That's pretty nice. There's Centania. We did kill the prophet. Killed the Mushus as well. We lost 4 sacreds and an archer, that's okay. And we found an enormous cauldron of broth. That's really nice. Tiny Willow next. This was the Junk plus Mind Blasters army into some province defense. I do like Mental Blast. Pretty satisfying. You guys are done. That says Tiny Willow. No losses. Next up, Fever Fens. The new army, it's got the 2 big mages. They are correctly on hold and attack this time. There are lots of mages in this province. We've got the F1, D1, B1 mage. Got 2 of these Water Earth mages. Mental Blast to start. Mostly prioritise the troops though. Some panic. Ooh, that was a big falling frost as well. It goes okay though. There's Fever Fans, lost 4 more sacreds, but still 2 mages. They are very expensive mages as well. And finally, Sleeping Mountains. We sent an Apprentice Stargazer into this one because it was no province events. Turns out he put some province events here, so we just lost the mage, unfortunately. In Dweck, we got Misfortune +3. In Cedarwood Forest, we got an Hoburg Priest and some population and growth. Hoburgers have been attracted by the delicious truffles. Check him out. Foen, the Hoburg Priest. He's a stealthy H1 priest with some Hoburg guys. They have 8 morale, 5 hit points, and sticks. But they are stealthy, so I don't know. Ivermark is unharmed. Jankeep has been breached, though the island palisades is already open. Pretty good, I suppose. Maybe this fort really is just completely empty. There's going to be like 1 commander in it who actually built the fort. And we saw a little water elemental on the map, so there's at least 1 unit here. So it's not completely empty, but I'm actually scared about sending just these guys at 1 mage plus 1 water elemental. I'm worried they might lose to that. So I'm not going to storm just yet, but I will in a moment. And that's it for messages, yeah. So here's how things look now. There's where we bounced off. We've scryed Dovin. Looks like belongs to a Boiber. And this turn I'm just going to move everything onto his cap. I've got the assassin here who's going to do some assassinations while we're not sieging it. Why not? My spy is still instilling uprising. Although it says it's still unrest 0, so I don't know. Doesn't look like it's doing much. And yeah, we'll just move everything onto Kurgnir. We'll see what happens. There's a lot of stuff here that's all converging. We all just stood in this exact same spot, every single mage and everything. I haven't changed any of their individual scripts because I'm worried if he like moves into one of these provinces that we end up fighting in one of these provinces with an incomplete army. So I don't want to script them all together as if they're all the same force. I'm leaving them with their like individual scripts just in case they have to fight on their own. But I'm hoping everything just moves on to Kurganir and we don't have a fight this turn. Bulking up stuff on Ivermark a bit. Once all the forts are safely under siege, I'll start taking these provinces. Because once everything's under siege, you won't have any gold. And it won't be possible for him to get reinforcements from Kyrgyz to Ivermark, so we can leave this just sieged with like one commander, while the other guys just take stuff. That should be fine, I think. That's assuming everything goes well. There's another nice new mercenary company up for sale. It's down as warriors. This is a Jade Priestess, I think, with some Amazons. So I put a big bid on that, because if we can get those here as well, plus some of the mermen that's coming, this starts to look like something. We can siege it, we can storm with that, I think. So that's what I'm going to try and do. And honestly, that's pretty much it for this turn. Other red arrows are just moving more stuff out of my cap towards Ivermark. I'm only recruiting the cheap 45 gold mages this turn to save up gold, to do mercenary bidding, to queue up another Woodhenge Druid. We have our first one now. That's pretty much it. Nothing else is being built yet. I'd like to get up the lab on the Lost Lands. We're moving a mage here this turn, and then after that we'll start the fort. I guess we should start the fort first. More useful. But either way. And yeah, that's it for this turn. So research looks like this. We'll have Thaumaturgy 5 next turn, so we can start doing arcane probing. And the S3 guys can be scripted to do Soul Slay as well. So that's all pretty good. But that is it for this turn. So that was turn 25, I think? Maybe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next turn. Hey there, welcome back. Lots more battles. We got our Thaumaturgy research done as well. There's lots of nice stuff in here. There's a bunch of site searching spells we can use. Paraspexy is only N1. Gnome Law, our national version, is any Earth 1. Arcane Probing I'm doing. Soul Slay has been scripted. The Fire Communion spells are actually quite useful because they only have a 25% cast time. So that's actually an improvement over the Astral ones. So all good stuff. I'm going to go up enchantment now for a bit. Jan the hero claimed the Crystal Throne, in the name of Sloppy Joe Epiphany. We tried to assassinate someone with our mercenary assassin. Kognia actually managed to hire this guy away from us this turn. Didn't we put like a huge bid on him last turn? I'm really surprised that we actually got outbid. But he goes up against an Adept Bishop of the Garnet. And wins easily. So, oh well. We got 245 gold's worth of value out of it. Something, I suppose. A couple of battles then. First up, we spied Zatopek taking some Ognian provinces away from us. As soon as he's gone, I will take the provinces back. Not letting this guy keep my provinces. Yeah, but for now he's out of the water. He's taking Kognian stuff. And then 3 battles, one in Ivermark. This is the little fort. This is unfortunate, because I only left a few things sieging it. I didn't think he'd go this way. Well, I thought he might, but I took the chance. The chance did not pay off. And we see some stuff. He is doing flaming arrows on his archers now. So this starts to look a bit more scary. Those are very good archers to begin with. Got a big archer bless, and now they have flaming arrows too. We aren't really equipped to deal with an army. My Sacreds are also not quite as good at killing when they aren't blessed. I guess the Frost Weapons bless is actually pretty good. These guys have they have a lot of protection though, so maybe I'm wrong. And they're cold resistant. I don't know, it might just have been outnumbered. Yes, we got knocked off Ivermark and lost our mage, unfortunately. That's too bad. Also battling Kyrgyz, we moved into Cap. Nothing moved into us, it's the whole army, and it's just PD here. So, probably imagine how this goes. It's a lot of mental blasts. There's Kognia, plus 2 Sacreds and a Deer Tribe Warrior. And finally one in Centania. These are the units that are south near Fjellog. I bumped up the PD to like 15 here because there's knights. But yeah, knight's not very good against these troops. Also, the commanders got killed immediately by the flyers, but you know, there's that. So Kognia's took some stuff back. In Jankeep we got luck +1. That's a good sign because we're about to storm Jankeep this turn. Destroying Kognia, I think it's moderately. Jankeep's still open. Yeah, Master Assassin left us. That sucks. But we did manage to recruit Istana's warriors. I can see the assassin on the map. It's in Sleepy Mountains. So it's not a risk to us just yet. In 3 turns we'll try and bid him back away from him and back in our ploy. Yeah. We did get Istana though. He's here. Jade Priestess with some basic Amazons. There we go. This turn, so a couple of things. Doing some remote site searching, as I said. Got 2 arcane probing casters, 1 earth or gnome lore caster. Somewhere, this guy. And then I would have a Haraspexy caster, but all of our nature mages are tied up currently, so we can't do that. We'll get another Woodhinge Druid next turn though, so he can start doing it. So we'll do some remote site searching. I really want pearls. I want lots of pearls. We've got +4 at the moment. So we're going to do a lot of arcane probing, whether we like it or not. And in my case it's not, because I don't like remote site searching spells. But I'm going to do them all from now on, so there we go. I'm running away from Kognia because there was nothing in Ivermark. So the stuff that just arrived here must be stuff from his cap. So there was only like 40 things in his cap to begin with, and he must have split it. Oh, it's possible actually that these things were from his cap as well, now that I think about it. Because we saw an army here, but I'm not even sure if they had a commander. So maybe both of these things are just all of the units that were in his cap. I didn't think about that until now. Either way, I'm not going to make the mistake that I made in my Raggy game where I just sat on Jomon waiting for something to happen and it, I don't know. I'm going to make stuff happen. If this is only half the army, let's go into it so that we only fight half the army. And we'll take Ivermark first and then take Kognia. I'm going to do that instead. So stuff's moving to Dathan to build up. The entire stack on Kognia is just moving to Ivermark, so it's everything. It's all back in a very, very far away corner. We're laying down buffs and Mental Blast. So some people are doing Temper Armor. Some people are doing Cheated Fate and Desiccated Warriors. And some people are doing, well, the big guys are doing Hastes and Soul Slays. Roll in a big block. Sit on Ivermark. We should break it open reasonably quickly. We have about, let me see, I think it's like 200 siege strength, or 145. But it's only a 250 wall. So we should get that down in 2 turns, hopefully. And then we'll storm it, and then we'll just, yeah. We'll just rely on the fact that there's no way this guy can mount any kind of real retaliation against us. He might cap some provinces, but he's going to die eventually. Let's just do it one step at a time. I'm going to do Ivermark first. Probably take these back as well. Move stuff onto Kognia, and I'll just do it slowly. While that's happening, we're storming Jankeep this turn. All this stuff. I think these guys will take it, no problems. Famous last words, but we'll take that. We need to get back onto Lupia before the pass unfreezes. Because some of these units, like Istana, can't move over the pass if it thaws. So we'll try and take this now and then move out. And then we'll have these guys too coming over. There's a few mages, a few local quality troops. They can move into this region as well and help either defend provinces or take provinces or just help with storming down forts, sieging down forts. And that's all that's happening right now. So site searching, wrapping up this, moving stuff in Lupia, moving on to Ivermark. It might be pointless moving on to Ivermark, I don't know. But the way I see it, if this is half the army, let's do that because all of his mages are going to be in Kognia. So no matter what, this is going to be an easier fight than Kognia. So let's just do this first. That's fine. We have the why go back to raising unrest then as well. He should be on hide and wait. I don't think that's what that was. Unrest is up to 25 because of the battle at least. Yeah, and that's how things look at the moment. Research is very low. That's another reason why I'd like to wrap this up, so that we can get these guys back on research duty. Our god should wake up this turn, right? Not this turn, this year, right? Like the end of this year? I think it's around like when year 2 ends, year 3 begins that you get imprisoned pretenders. So I would like to be able to cast some globals when he wakes up. That will be Stellar Focus, and then Stellar Beams, and Foreboding Ocular Destruction. So yeah, need research done. But that was turn 26. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next turn. Hey there, welcome back. We did some arcane probing and some gnome lore, and found nothing. And searched for sites and found nothing as well. And then some battles. We moved on to Ivermark, again, with everything. There were a few things patrolling. One mage and stuff like that. We do lots of buffs. Kill some early flyers. The Mushus draw a lot of Metal Blasts. And then Soul Slays. Falling Frost is pretty good. Says Evermark, we lost 3 more Sacreds unfortunately. But we killed another big mage, so that's fine. We also saw Zatopek pinging this throne with the Great Mother. And Zatopek also took Chiliad. So he's taken both of the provinces next to Kurgnir's cap. And we stormed Genkeep as well. So there really isn't anything here. But still, these aren't exactly great troops, so I was a bit worried. Yeah, they do okay. Takes a little bit of time to clear the walls now, but you get the idea. There's Genkeep. Lost quite a bit of stuff, but yeah, it's fine. We have the little island fortress now. Unexpected event in Ivermark, some people left. And in Nethermark, we got Unrest and Magic. Yeah, and we remained... I only left like 2 units sieging Kurgnir. I thought he'd break siege, but nope. It's still under siege, so all of his forts are under siege now. Well, he's only got 2 left. And I recruited Urgek Beastbrother. I don't know if I even mentioned that I was bidding on them, but I thought, hey, it's more siege strength, so why not? And this turn is relatively simple now. Yeah, this is all just still locked down. Zatopek has taken these, but I will take them back in a moment once I've taken these forts. And we're currently just sieging Ivermark. It's currently moderately damaged, but we've got 136 strength. It's only a 250 wall, bringing another 60 siege strength over. It might break open next turn, but if not, it'll definitely break open the turn after, I'd say. So that's all fine for now. Kurgnir, I was going to infiltrate the cap again, or, well, do Unrest if he broke siege, but he didn't. So we're just sieging it still with 4 tribes and a Sacred who routed here. There are these units here, though, so I don't know. How are there Bone Fiends here, I wonder? I suppose it's possible he has another fort or a lab down here. He might have finished the fort just after I finished seeing his graphs, I suppose. He did that up here, right? I don't know. Genkeep, not a very interesting place. You'll be pleased to know that the river pass has thawed, which means we cannot get Istana out of Genkeep, so I guess we just let the bid expire unless we manage to tip Lupia back to cold. Which might happen because we have cold scales, but I don't know. Currently summer, so probably not very likely. Yeah, so a bit unfortunate. Istana is stranded on this island now forever until the contract expires. But what can move out of Genkeep is going to move to Lupia. We're building up a little bit of stuff here. It's just a little bit of additional force to move over and help us siege Kurgnir in a few turns. I think that's pretty much it for this turn. I'm still doing site searching spells. I noticed this little group underwater. Maybe that's going to move towards me. I don't know. But I've started recruiting a few more trampling units in Ghent. And I got another S3 mage this turn. So I'm teleporting this mage to Ghent as well. Put him in that fort. Because, you know, pays to be careful. Now, I have no idea, really, how Dominion spread in this game works. And before you leave a comment, don't worry. Even if you explain it, I still won't. I'll never remember. But what I do know is, since I started preaching in these temples, Gent is now up to 3 white candles, and Ogwood is up to 2 white candles. So I think that's doing good. I think it's a good thing that we are preaching at these temples. I think it's helping. And that's all I need to know. And that's it for this turn. So, I don't think there's anything else yet. We'll have a mage in Lost Lands next turn. We can start building a lab or a fort there. And yeah, just remains to be seen how this develops now. I think this should be open next turn and we can storm it. But if not, the turn after. So that was turn 27, I think. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next turn.